Hey everybody, what's up? How's everybody doing? What's up, everybody? Please come on in, hit the like button, hit the share button if you please. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscription bell. Back up. The subscription button and then hit the notification bell so that you can receive notifications every time we go live. Now, tonight, everyone, we will be discussing season 10. It's right on the bottom of the screen, too, so I won't forget. Season 10, episode 7 of Love and Hip Hop New York. Happily Mena After was the name of this episode. And I have to admit, even though I am still like, I don't know, I just can't get over the fact that her and Safari were even involved in a relationship. Like, it just seemed like those were two people in the industry that you just would never think to put together, but they all the way together now. And congratulations. I know these shows are, pre-recorded, so they've been married. She's a married woman now. She's married now. She was like, I'm a wife. I can't talk like her, her accent, but she got that strong accent. She was like, I'm a wife, running around, all pregnant and everything. But she was beautiful. And he was so handsome. I mean, Safari, both of them look good anyway. I mean, Erica Mena, she's a beautiful woman, even though sometimes, through these past years, you had to give her the side eye. Like, this girl is crazy. She didn't, she wasn't she was popular, but a lot of people, when they would think of Erica's name, they might not have always had something positive to say. And the same goes for Safari as well. But they didn't. I assume they didn't grow up. They didn't matured. I know they had the last episode and the one before that had discussed the prenup, and should we get a prenup? Should we not get a prenup? Erica was like, well, I feel like we love each other enough to not need a prenup, and that's something hard to deal with when you're in not just that industry, but when you are entertainers and you come across large sums of money, whether you're acting, singing, dancing, an athlete, or a musician or whatnot, even attorneys, whatever, when you make some good money, and in the entertainment industry, how we see people get married one day and the next day they get a divorce. So, it's like, I think it's smart to get a prenup, but who am I to tell somebody, you should get a prenup? I think, just in case y'all fall out in love next year, just in case I guess they, deal with that when they deal with that, if it happens. But, God forbid, of course, you don't want to wish that on, nobody's relationships. But I'm just going to say again, congratulations to Safari. Congratulations to Erica Mena. They've been married, but we just finally saw the show where they aired their wedding. And again, it was so beautiful. Safari had me in tears. He had me in tears more than Erica because of his vows. I mean, it wasn't some long, drawn out vows, but just he was so emotional from the second that he saw her, coming down the aisle. He was so emotional. Welcome to the live. Please just hit the like button. Drop down in the chat if you like. Don't be scared. Especially if you watch Love and Hip Hop New York tonight and saw Erica and Safari's wedding, which again I thought was very beautiful. So let me know what you thought about the show. But yeah, when he was doing his vows and he was, he's so crazy. Safari is so funny. He should have been a comedian. Like, really, he should have been a comedian. I know he had, I think, tried his hand in that before, but he really should be a comedian. He was like, crying and slipping and stuff. Like, man, I wanted you for a long time. I always wanted to be with you, and you never took me serious. Everybody just started laughing. Everybody in the wedding, the wedding party, and everybody just started laughing because, I mean, who the heck? I don't blame her because I probably wouldn't take his tale seriously. I mean, Safari, the guy who sent his peen pics through social media. I mean, the guy who's in one relationship after another relationship, and he's always just being goofy and joking around and sarcastic. I mean, you hardly can ever take him serious. And all the stuff that he's been involved in, with the Love and Hip Hop franchise, from Hollywood to New York. Up, finally taking him serious, and he really, really was emotional, explaining that all to her. And she did her little vows too, and that was really sweet. But I thought their gifts to each other, their last minute gifts before the wedding, was just beautiful. Like the inscription, her father, he had bought her a bracelet. Safari had bought her a bracelet, and it had her father's signature on the bracelet, going around the bracelet, his signature, scripted. I thought that was really pretty. The bracelet was beautiful. But what she did for him, she got him a rosary and had a picture of his uncle who had got murdered. She put the picture, or had them put the picture inside the rosary, for him. So they gave each other some, very precious gifts, some last minute gifts. But then I was like, hold up, wait a minute. When she came out on the deck, because they was like in a castle. It was humongous. It was big. It was beautiful. And hey, Deanna, what's up? Hey, boo. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thank you. I'm gonna start doing what you be doing. I'm about to hit the mute. You had me cracking up this morning when I was watching your live. But yeah, we just reviewing Love and Hip Hop New York. So if you watched it tonight, feel free to chime in on what you thought about the show or whatnot. But yeah, when he had stepped out, he was on the deck, and I guess he was, I don't know, meditating. It was before the wedding, and she came out on the deck in her beautiful, beautiful wedding gown, not looking pregnant at all. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute. I thought seeing the bride before the actual ceremony was bad luck. I ain't never been married. So correct me if I'm wrong. Or maybe it's seeing the bride. I know you're not supposed to see the bride the night before, but I thought you weren't actually supposed to see the bride till she actually walks down the aisle, or it was like bad luck. And I'm not into superstitions or nothing like that. So, I would never take it serious, but I just thought that was like tradition for most people, whatever. Deanna, you married. Did your husband see you the night before you got married? Did he see you before you walked down the aisle? Did y'all consider it bad luck? You said you did, but you hear from the review. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, so she was looking beautiful. She was gorgeous. Now, I thought it was really, really tacky how Sierra and Carly Red showed up at the ceremony. Like, they showed up after. Okay, people do it. They shouldn't do it. It's very disrespectful to come to somebody's wedding, like, after the vows. Like, who does that? You don't come. I would never. Okay, I would rather miss the whole thing and just send you a gift, send you a card, and say, sorry, I couldn't make it. They showed up and they were like, they were trying to get in, and nobody would let the lady that that black lady, she was standing at the door looking like, you ain't about to come in here. She was posted up. Hey, tonight, how you doing tonight? But yeah, she was posted up. You said superstition hell, me and Josh, we wrote it. Oh, shit. You said y'all rolled together? Well, hey, y'all still together after all these years. So, and again, I'm not really into superstition, you know what I'm saying? Like black cats and walking under ladders and, getting your feet swept with brooms, even though I know some people would damn near knock you out with the broomstick if you sweep over their feet with a broom. But, I ain't really into the superstitions and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, so they came like really, really late, but we got to give them a little pass because they did come from Atlanta. Carly and Sierra, they both came from Atlanta. They, with the Love and Hip Hop franchise down there, whatnot. So, we got to give them a little pass, but she wasn't too mad. She enjoyed it. Everybody there, it looks like they had a wonderful time. They was partying, dancing it up, and just doing the darn thing. So again, congrats to Safari and his new wife to be, Erica. And as far as the prenup, I think they did decide not to do the prenup. I know Safari had kind of got upset when she told him she wanted to do the prenup, and then she kind of was like, nah, let's not do it. But anyway, but I'm like, I just hope they stay married, because with this industry and these entertainers, we see it all the time. They get married, they get divorced, they marry somebody else, they get divorced. They have 10 boyfriends within the next few years, then they get married, get divorced. So I really hope that they marriage lasts. You said now the black cats and man, when I was younger, the black cats, I would see a black cat outside. And what did you do? What did we do? I think we would walk backwards 12 steps or 10 steps or something like that. I can't remember what we used to do when we saw a black cat, but I remember walking backwards or doing something like that whenever we saw him. But once I got older, I was like, oh, look at the black cat. But that dude Pressure, now the one that was trying to get Janiski, and then she ended up signing with Richie Dollars. Now, last episode, him and his wife had like kind of got into it because she had walked in on him and Janiski looking a little, too smoozy, but it really wasn't nothing. And she blew up. Her and Janiski almost got in a fight. He took his wife home. She put him out. So he's still out. I think he said he was staying with his mom or his grandma. And she's talking about, he said, you need to hurry up and let me come back home because I'm about to start paying rent where I'm living at, because you put me out. She was like, I don't care as long as you don't stop paying rent where we living at. So he paying rent over here, he paying rent over there, and she still don't want to let him come home. But then when I saw the chick, Jada, the one that was in her DMs, in his wife DMs, she talking about he owe her $60,000. So she blowing up her DM and hitting her up left and right. And I'm like, hold up. Let me scratch my head for a minute. Okay. Your manager or whoever you sign with owes you $60,000. And instead of DMing or blowing up a lawyer, you blowing up the wife's phone and you blowing up her DM? Like, make that make sense. You said my stick want me to see it till tomorrow. Fire. Oh, you know what? To tell you the honest truth, I was like 10 minutes late in this episode. Now, with the Fire Stick, and even with cable, because I got Dish. I don't have Cox. I have Dish. Well, I don't even know if y'all know what Cox is down there. But Cox is like all over, just like Dish. But on the after you watch the show, you have to like wait a while before you can actually like go to you go to the menu and then you look it up and on demand, and then you like, it wouldn't let me rewatch the show. So it wouldn't let me start from the beginning because I was into it too late, and it only would let me rewind like up to like 45 minutes of the show. So I'm like, the first 10 minutes of the show tonight, I don't know what the hell didn't happen. And I even went on the internet and looked up VH1. And you know how to ask you for your cable information. So I put in my Dish information, my password and username, and the episode wasn't even on there. It still had episode 6. So I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I hope too much didn't happen, at the beginning of this episode, because I missed like the first 10 minutes. And it might be on there now or within a few hours, the replay. But The next time around, I think it was like maybe 3-4 hours from now, it was going to replay. I'm like, but I want to do the review now. You said, girl, my son will not cross a black cat's path. We was right at my driveway. You talking about someone scared as hell. Yeah, Deanna. She said, wait, what? Yeah, her husband, Pressure with the PH. He always say pressure with the PH to make sure you don't think his name is PRESSURE, is PHRE, you know. So anyway, his wife keeps getting blown up in her DMs by some chick that he claims he used to manage, that he claims he used to work for. I guess she's a rapper or whatnot. And her name is Jada. And she claims that he owes her $60,000. And she's like, why does Broad keep blowing me up and telling me you owe her money? Why ain't y'all handling that? Or, you know, why do you owe her that much money? And he talking about, I don't know. We don't deal with each other anymore. I already knew he was messing with that woman. He kept claiming it was nothing. We just worked together. I was managing her. I was trying to sign her. Woo, 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 woo. Then come to find out he slept with her. So I don't know if this is like revenge, where she feels like, because she did mention that she felt kind of bent up out of shape because they weren't working together no more. And he had made her a whole bunch of promises. And now I'm looking at the fact that Jenna Ski, she was with him and he was, you know, trying to manage her, trying to get her to sign, but he wasn't doing nothing with her. All he was doing with her was trying to get her, you know, be up all his music and listen to all his music and woo, 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 but he wasn't really trying to work with her. And here comes Rich dollar signs. He basically swooped her off her feet, took her here and there, meeting all these industry people, radio interviews, studio time, showcase, and everything. And so she was like, I'm sorry, I gotta go sign with Rich Dollars because you ain't doing nothing. And why his wife think they were just too smosey together, too close, it might be something behind that. Now, she claims that she ain't messing with him. And she even said on air last week to tell your wife that ain't nothing going on and that we ain't slept together or nothing like that. But I don't know. I don't know. He sure was sleeping with the last chick that he was supposed to be managing. So I don't know if we gonna find out next week if he really owes her $60,000 or if this is just something she's just trying to pull because she's just upset because he dropped her or stopped messing with her. You know how them crazy women get when they know you married, you a whole married man, but they coming after you. And when you done with them, when the man is done with them and they're like, okay, I done had my little fun. Now it's time for me to be back faithful to my wife and faithful to my family and my kids, moving right along. And then they just, all of a sudden, they turn single black. They go crazy. You said, I'm trying to put you on the TV and type in Tanya's prime time. Oh, yeah. You just put in Tanya's prime time instead of the hood table. And what I'm doing, I had explained it before, Deanna, but some people probably didn't miss it. My Tanya's prime time, I still use that channel, but with the hood table channel, I'm trying to promote it. So that's why a lot of the times I go live over here on the Hood Table channel and I try to get, you know, all the people who's over on the prime time and my friends and family and everybody to come over to the Hood Table so they can know about the channel and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell and whoop, 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 whoop. Because eventually after the Hood Table gets to where it needs to be so it can be reviewed and all that kind of stuff, then I'm going to have totally separate content on each channel. But in the meantime, in between time, I have to get views on this channel. You know how it goes when you have multiple channels. So everybody like, why are you over here? And then they like, well, why are you putting the videos over on the prime time after you do them live over here? And I'm like, that's because a lot of the people on the prime time still don't know about this channel. So I just, you know, when I upload it over there, I'm like, this is the replay. If you want to see me live, catch me on the Hood Table. But yeah, you said slut buckets. I swear you come up with the craziest names, but they be funny when you be going in. What's that word that I got from you? Monkey stomp. See, I used to always say Molly Wop when somebody just got the brakes beat off of them. I'd be like, "Ooh, they got Molly Wop and all that." When I heard you say monkey stomped, it just stuck in my head, and I was like, "That's my new word. That's my new word." And I always be like, "I got that from Deanna." You said do anything for clout. Hey, do anything for clout. Yep. That's how they be. And then they try to get on and get their music promoted and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, y'all ain't learned nothing from R. Kelly. Like, that's not how it usually goes. If you give out the cookies before you sign the contract, before you get some record deals, come on now. But yeah, so anyway, I'm looking forward to next week because it's about to go down. But his wife is crazy, man. Have y'all seen his wife? Precious wife. I don't know if she's Italian or Hispanic or Puerto Rican. I don't know what she is. But man, he was like, get your hands off my face. You could tell that she be whooping on him. You can tell just by the way she be talking to him and embarrassing him in front of people. She be all up in his face. Her fist be balled up. You ain't gonna play with me. You ain't gonna do me like. I'm like, oh no, he be getting his butt kicked, or either that, or they both be throwing blows, behind closed doors. But she sure ain't the one to let him walk all over her. Nope, I wouldn't even want to fight her. But yeah, so I'm waiting on next week to see what's going to happen with them too, and find out if the money that that chick Jada says he really owes her, the $60K, is really true or false. But anyway, Chrissy and Jim Jones, y'all know I love me some Jim Jones. He can, my Jimmy. Okay, her Jimmy, our Jimmy. He can't do no wrong. I mean, he did lose his house, but Chrissy always going in on him. Like, I swear to God, ever since they first started on the show years and years ago, I don't see how they survive this long, because it's always her, yeah, in his ear, and he's always been the same way. He's just cool, laid back, chill, like tonight. She come downstairs. He's like, "What's up? You down here smoking weed?" Well, yeah. In our new house, we just got a new house. Like, this man, oh my God. I don't know if y'all tuned into my live earlier when I was doing a review on Power. I had said that I was going to do a review tonight on Love and Hip Hop New York, and we was joking around about Jimmy and how he always be high, how his eyes always be low. It's just crazy, because tonight she was flipping out on him because he was smoking weed in the house, and I'm like, this fool been smoking weed forever, and now y'all got a new house, and she talking about, I don't want the house smelling like the Dipset studio. He was like, dang, my cataracts. I got issues going on right now. The man got issues. He got issues. He just literally lost his house. His boy, Jewels, is in prison. And heck no, he ain't married her yet, Deanna. And I don't understand why. Like, okay, I get it if two people are like, we just gonna be together. We don't need no paper. We don't need no ring. We don't need no judge. We don't need none of that. We gonna be together. We just gonna date. And it is what it is. But she has been down there begging and pleading with him to get married for years. She even proposed to him some years ago. He was like, no. And you ain't even supposed to be down there. Why is you proposing to me? One thing about Jimmy is, I think he's like a man's man. He like, nah, that's a man's job. I ain't about to say yes to you. Like, he hood like that. You said you don't like her. Is Dipset still around? I don't think so. I don't think so. But you know what? Tonight, Jules, his woman, she's been trying to hold him down while he's in prison, and she was talking about how the members of Dipset weren't really like reaching out to her, weren't reaching out to him. And remember, Jules had went to jail because he had the gun in the airport. That was as stupid as hell. But we all know the man was high. He was drunk. He was twisted, throwback, faded, and that's how he ended up in the airport anyway with the gun in his bag, because he totally forgot he had the gun in his bag, and he sent it through the bag checking thingy wingy whatever. But yeah, so, and I'm like, I don't know if it's because of the fact that Dipset is not still together. So it's like I don't know if she's expecting them to hold her family down or whatnot when they all have their own families and wives and kids and all that whoop whoop, and they're not even making money. I mean, they're probably getting some kickback, from the back end of the music or whatnot, but it can't be a lot because Dipset ain't really been doing. I don't remember the last time they've been doing something. But his woman did say, Jules' woman did say that while he's in prison, she's getting some of his stuff together and creating a catalog. I guess he had put out some music. Well, not put out some music, but he had made some music. She said some of it was with Lil Wayne and some other people. So she had asked Chrissy tonight, would it be okay, or do she think that Jimmy will want to jump on some of those tracks and help with that project because they probably need the money? And she was like, sure, I'm sure Jimmy would be honored. And then on top of that, right after his woman was like, nobody's been reaching out, nobody been reaching out to us and stuff, and Chrissy handed her an envelope with money in it, and she said, it's funny you say that because Jimmy sent this with me and he told me to give you this, and he told me to let you know it was from him, because he wants to help out. He's trying to reach out and make sure they good. And she was like, it's not like it's charity, not like it's saying you can't pay your bills, but we're just doing this because we're thinking of you, and we just want you to know that there's somebody out there who cares for you. So but again, I'm like, some people, they like, shoot, even if they do got it, you in jail, you put yourself in jail, you took a gun to the airport, and you want somebody to hold your family down while you in jail. You did some ignorant bullshit. That stuff was all over the news. I'm like, who takes a gun? Come on now. And he ain't even supposed to be having no guns. So, right, he's the reason why he's in his own situation. So, I don't know. A lot of people don't like Chrissy, though. Remember when everybody used to talk about that thing on her face? I think it's a mole or birthmark or something, that thing on her face. Everybody used to make fun of that on her face, and they used to say she was ugly. And I don't think she's ugly. I mean, it does stand out. I mean, it's right there, but Jimmy obviously sees something in her that he likes. But yeah, so they not married, and Jules is trying to put out some music from behind the bars. What else was going on tonight? The main thing I wanted to talk about tonight, besides the wedding, was Joe and Tahari. I always say her name wrong. I think it's Tahari. Tahari. I don't know, but okay. I have said before, I don't see what the big deal is about Erica trying to hook Joe up with his ex Tahari. Sin is still upset. Jonathan, he's very upset. And I know it's a little bit messy. Because Erica, she's bi. Well, she's married to Safari now, but I wonder, they might be down for some threesomes with their relationship. She's all open, and used to be bi. I don't know if when you bi, do you stay bi? I don't know. When you get married to a man, do you still be bi? I don't know how that goes. But anywho. So she was in a relationship with Sin. Sin used to be in a relationship with Joe. Joe used to be in a relationship with Tahari. And Erica wants to hook up her ex, which is Sin. She wants to hook up. This is kind of messy, but it is kind of messy. Her ex, which is Sin, she wants to hook Sin's ex, Joe, up with his other ex, Tahiri. For those of y'all who ain't been following along, I hope you understood what I just said. But yeah, she used to date Sin, and now she's trying to hook up. And you know, Sin used to be with Joe Button, and Joe also used to be with Tahiri. Anybody is crazy if they go back to him. Now, Joe claimed that he's changed. He's a new man. He's a better man, you know, for whatever reasons, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. That man is like a womanizer. That I don't. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. But Tahari, she seems interested. She seems really interested. And so at the wedding tonight, Joe Button was like, why the hell is it any of y'all business who I'm messing with? Why Harry? Why is it any of y'all business who she's messing with? And Jonathan is like, well, I just don't want to see my friend hurt. Really? I think they just dip and dap it where, you know, they should be happening. And I'm like, if they decide to get back together, that's on them. But seeing, she just feels like they ain't been broke up long enough. And then on top of that, I just try to picture this. Like, if it was my ex, like, let's say my son's father. If it was my son's father, who I used to mess with, of course, we have a son, and he tries to hook up one of my other exes with their other ex. I'm like, So that'd be like one of my, because I got two sons, two different baby daddies, no shame, two sons. And that would be like one of my sons saying to my ex, my other son, to hook up with his ex-girlfriend. I'm like, who the hell cares? I would not care. I don't want you. And that's what Erica is like, well, you know what? If this was Safari's ex or any of my other boyfriends, ex-boyfriends or whatever, hooking up with their ex, why the hell would you care? But I guess, you know, she still has a lot of feelings there. Sin still has a lot of feelings there. And maybe they ain't been broke up long enough. And I guess she feels like Erica, which is a woman, should feel like, you know, feel for her. But Jonathan's a crazy. He was like, I don't want my friend to get hurt. I love how he talks though. But yeah, so Joe told them, he basically told all of them tonight to have several seats and get out of our business. And because there's no business of yours, what we do, because for one, they all single. As far as I know. I think Joe is really single. I believe the other ladies are single. So I don't know, child. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to next week because I want to see what's about to pop with Jada and with Pressure and his wife, because that Jada, she's feisty. She was all in his wife's face, and his wife was like, get your hands off me, you touch me. She's going off, and the black girl, she's going off. Security got to carry her away, and I'm like, oh my God. And then he's like, we had sex, we done something we weren't supposed to do. And I'm like, oh, I knew it. I knew he was cheating on his wife. I knew it. But you know what? This whole time I've been wondering what Jimmy, and this I'll be done after this. I almost forgot to mention Jim Jones. I've been wondering for a minute, what has he been up to lately? Like, we know he ain't paid his mortgage in years. And I still can't believe that a bank would allow you not to pay your mortgage. And they were so many thousands of dollars behind on that mortgage. So they lost the house. They got a new house. And I was always wondering, what the heck does Jimmy do? Now that he's not, Dipset is not really, he's not making no music. He's on Love and Hip Hop, but, and so then I realized tonight that he in the weed business. He's in the weed business. Yes, it's gonna go down. You say Erica Messi and may still want to see. That's what I'm thinking. Man, I'm telling you, Deanna, even though her and Safari married, he's a freak, she's a freak, and I can almost guarantee that they're gonna have a pretty wild, fascinating, and exciting marriage. I can almost guarantee it. It might come out in the news soon or on social media, but anywho, I ain't judging. Shoot. Everybody likes to have some kind of extracurricular activities. But yeah, it's gonna go down next episode. But Jim Jones, he's into the weed business. And when Chrissy was going off on him about smoking, I was like, well, that's his product. He got to make sure it's straight for the customers. And on top of that, he's stressed out. He got issues. He just lost his house. And leave the man alone and let him smoke. Leave him alone and let him smoke. But anyway, as big as those houses are that they should be getting, where is his man cave? Get the man a man cave. Shoot, you let him go down there and smoke as much as he wants to. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys all, if you did not watch the show, please watch the show. It was a really, really great show. And again, Erica and Safari's wedding was beautiful. I mean, that man looked good. I don't know what color that suit was, red, burgundy, I don't know, but he looked good in that suit. She looked beautiful in her dress, and it was beautiful. I was in tears and everything when he was reading his vows. But anyway, Tracy just went live, so I'm gonna head on over to Tracy's house. Y'all can follow me if y'all want to. Tracy with the T. She is live right now. So I'm going to close up, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, share it out if you like, and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoy my content. And in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. See you, Deanna.